Coach. I think we're getting ready to go to Corey Glore in just a second.
This 11-10 victory here tonight over the North Carolina Tar Heels. And Coach, just a regular old night at the ball yard. What a game. And your team had to battle back from not one, not two, but three separate 4-run deficits here tonight. And they pulled this one out. This was something else tonight.
It was awesome. Really proud of our guys. We actually had a Zoom call with Evan Krudzinski at 2:00, and I talked to Cruz on Sunday. And it's amazing, all these older guys that are just following us and watching every pitch, and you know the struggles he's had in pro ball. And he actually had a really good spring training, just talking about the mental game to our guys, and really how much it meant to him to play at East Carolina and be a part of a super regional. And I'm getting chills talking about it, because I think we should give Cruz a call and give him some credit for the way the guys fought tonight. And I just really proud. A ton of guys came off the bench and did their job. So really good win. Wasn't real fun until the end, but hey, we found a way to win.
You talk about toughness and mental, the mental aspect of the game, but 18 hits tonight and Pirate offense really clicking on its game. Yeah,
we're not bad when we show up and execute a plan, so we'll try to do that more often. Norby was terrific. Seth Cadell was terrific. Franny was Franny. Amac was terrific. Those guys that came off the bench, same thing. I thought those guys were terrific as well. So a lot of guys had a lot of quality at bats. I mean, we didn't have a lot of cheap hits. We had a lot of hard contact, and that was good to see.
This game now propels this team into conference play, and it's a slightly different animal this year, starting Thursday against Cincinnati, who just got a big win tonight on their own over Louisville. So now, after what we've seen tonight, what a way to launch into the next 32 games that loom here, and that is the Gauntlet of the American.
Yeah, I mean, you guys talk about a gauntlet. It's 4 games, but we're not playing in the middle week, and it's nothing different than we did in 19. You just got to take it one game at a time. You can't look at the longevity of the weekend. You can't worry about game 4 when you're in game 1. You just got to focus on winning the first pitch and go from there. And if you get tired, we'll get somebody else in the game. So our guys have been trained to go through a tough stretch, and they just got to physically and mentally keep preparing themselves like they've done up until this point.
Coach, this was one heck of a win here tonight. Congratulations on the victory, and we'll be with you Thursday afternoon when the Bearcats are in town.
Oh, thank you, guys. Thanks, Coach O. Thanks, Corey.
Thank you.
Okay, we will now open it up to questions for Coach Godwin from the media.
Coach, Nick Pry obviously pitched really well against you guys in Chapel Hill. Just how much did maybe seeing him before help and having a plan? And obviously AMAC got a swing off on it. Looked like a first pitch changeup.
A couple things. You know, we actually recruited Nick Pry. He went to Seth Cadell's high school, and he chose Carolina over us, and he stuffed us up there for sure. But he pitched a few times this weekend against NC State and threw a lot of pitches. So his stuff wasn't as sharp as it was in Chapel Hill. When I saw him throw his first slider, I just knew his stuff. I didn't know we would get to him like that, but I knew it just wasn't the same. And he's throwing – in Chapel Hill, he's throwing a slider at 83 to 86. Tonight it was more 76 to 80. And, you know, AMAC saw one up and was able to get a swing off.
Going back to Norby's first home run, some of the early deficits y'all faced, do you feel like when you got it to 6-6, did that kind of reset things, you think, for the late innings for y'all?
God, that seems like 2 days ago when it was 6. You know, I thought that our guys battled back and we had some momentum, but I give credit to UNC. Like, look, Dietz and I were kind of laughing about it, but they hammer our pitching. I don't know what it is, but they just have hammered our pitching. And, you know, kudos to Josh Groves, a freshman, and coming in and just settling things down, and then Smitty coming in and being able to – we knew he was going to be available for an inning, maybe 2, and, you know, Smitty came in there and gave us a chance to win the bottom of the ninth.
Coach, as Corey alluded to earlier, you erased a pair of 4-run deficits there. Things were looking a bit dire. What were you kind of telling your team to keep their heads into this thing when it wasn't looking so great there in a couple of instances? Could have gone either way.
Well, I talked to him before the game. Anytime you play a rivalry, but it's going to be when we get in conference too, you got to be able to take punches. And I didn't feel like up until this point in the past 2 weeks that when another team threw a punch that we responded. I mean, look, you're going to get bloody. and it's just like a UFC match. I mean, look, you're not having physical contact, but the guy that wins is bloody at the end. So you're going to get bloodied up. You just can't lay down when you get knocked down for, a couple. Look, getting down 4-0, that wasn't the way you planned it. And I thought our guys stuck to their approach of another freshman pitcher, did a really good job grinding out at bats. We hit into a double play, or it could have been even more runs in that first inning. And to be honest with you, I didn't say a lot to them during the game. We talked about what the pitcher was trying to do to us, but I said what I needed to say before the game, and I was going to let them see if they could maneuver through it themselves. And I thought our guys competed as good as we've competed all year.
Coach, as a hitting coach, how did you?
You mentioned Smith, and then UNC used their Saturday starter, weekend guy at one point in there as well. I mean, is that kind of part of the craziness in midweek baseball that can just kind of happen? It's kind of part of the fun. You never know what you might have to face or expect.
Well, to be honest with you, it's the one guy I didn't watch, and kudos to Austin Knight. He watched him, and he was able to give us information on him. We knew that lefties had better splits, so that's why I went to the bench and we hit those lefties in whatever inning that was. And they went for it, and didn't work out for them, but it very easily could have worked out for them.
Coach, as a hitting coach, how do you feel about tonight's performance? I mean, it was electrifying. Very, even for those of us watching the game, my heart's still pounding.
Yeah, I'm just happy for our guys. I was as frustrated as I've ever been after Saturday's game, and I actually reached out to Tim Corbin because I said I got to figure out how to not take losing so hard, or I'm going to die a lot earlier than I probably should. And I talked to the hitters in a very calm way on Sunday about what we wanted to do and what we wanted to work on, and kudos to those guys. When we're mentally locked in, when we know we got the talent, we just got to keep the chain connected. I thought the guys did an unbelievable job keeping the chain connected tonight, 1 through 9.
Cliff, is there a better hitter in college baseball right now than Connor Norby?
Tyler, I don't know. I know Norby is one of the best. I said this earlier. Packard, a couple weeks ago had said, "Hey, if you ever seen anybody hotter than Connor Norby?" And I said, "Yeah, you in 18 when you were leading off with a home run every time." So he's done a really good job, and Norbs has just done what he's supposed to do. And when his mind is right, he's special. He played really good defense today as well, but he sets the table for our guys, and then our guys kind of feed off him when he's rolling.
Coach Godwin, congratulations, by the way. And it seems like when you can keep Thompson off the bases, going back to the game in Chapel Hill, the leadoff batter, it limits their offense pretty effectively. But he gets on, and he's a scoring threat with his speed.
He's a really good player. I don't know how well we kept the leadoff guy off the bases tonight either. But we battled. Their pitchers kept us close enough where our players felt like they had the ability to come back. And like I said, Josh Groves and Tyler Smith, really those were two big guys coming out of the bullpen to just keep us right there so we could be within 4.
Coach, can you talk about what this win does for you? Things could have gone differently, and had it done so after what you've been through over the course of the last 7 or 8 days, this should have some national reverberations for you. What's it do for your ball club moving forward a little bit?
The only thing it does for us, no offense, I mean, North Carolina's a great team, is it shows our offense we can come from behind and win games. I said this to our team last week, and I'm telling everybody in the Empire Nation that if we'd have lost tonight, it wouldn't have broke our season. And if we win tonight, doesn't mean we're going to win the national championship, just like last week. But our guys competed tonight and responded to some adversity. I mean, you get down 4 runs, whatever you guys said a couple times, it's just hard. And I thought our guys did a really good job of focusing on just winning one pitch, one guy get on, and then just keeping the chain together. I guess I'll have a job tomorrow. I don't know.
Okay, Coach, thank you for your time today. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you guys. Hey, we'll let AMAC come over here, guy that hit all those balls hard.
How's it going?
Hey, Alec, how are you, my friend?
Doing great.
All right, we'll go to questions for Alec now.
Alec, how do you kind of describe the emotions of that final at bat? seeing it get over the fielder's head and obviously bringing home the winning run?
It was just pure adrenaline, but I'm just happy that we were able to get the bases loaded, so that helped relax me a little bit with one out, and just went on from there. Just stayed in the moment.
3 hits, 4 RBIs, home run, game-winning hit. Talk about what that does for you moving forward, and how do you feel a little bit?
I think Coach Godwin gave us a really good approach today, and all our guys stuck to it, so it just helped keep the chain together. It was just a great day.
Which did you enjoy more, I guess, the home run trot, to tie the game there? I guess that lasted a little longer, or the actual hit to walk it off?
They were both pretty equal. I'm just glad we got the chance to come back and fight.
You guys obviously saw Pry in Chapel Hill. How much did maybe that familiarity help in your at-bat?
Not much. We just listened to Coach, and he gave us all the advice we needed to go out there and attack him.
How much does his team feed off Connor, especially in his energy? Like when he hit that home run tonight, created that 6-6 tie, and he seemed to be kind of pumping up the crowd and kind of getting y'all into it. How much do y'all maybe follow his lead in games like this?
Yeah, he definitely gets us going. But I think today that Zoom meeting really helped everybody kind of connect and get us going.
And Alec, even when you guys were down to, and I know it was 4 runs 2 different times, it didn't feel like you were ever out of the game.
Yeah, everybody did a great job fighting. It was great.
Okay, are there any other questions for Alec? Okay, Alec, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Congratulations.